Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my YouTube channel, the channel where I strive to make the world a better place, one video at a time. Yeah. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's topic is hold yourself accountable for your own actions. Hold yourself accountable for your own actions. We all make decisions in life. We all do. But today I want to zone in on and talk about the bad decisions that we make in life. Now, everybody makes bad decisions, as I said. But sometimes, and I'm not talking about mistakes, I'm talking about decisions. When you actually were presented with a choice and you made the wrong decision. Everybody has done it in their past, and everybody will in their future. But we do want to limit how many bad decisions we make, or especially limit how many bad decisions we make when it's a large choice presented to us. So what I mean by that is the consequence, either good or bad, based on your decision, is going to be big. It's going to be a major consequence. That's really what I'm talking about here. So for instance, maybe deciding to go 120 miles an hour on the freeway. When you can literally going that fast, you can literally lose control of your vehicle, and your vehicle is going so quickly that you can flip 5, 6, 7, 8 times. The car can literally flip that many times, go off the side of the highway, or all kinds of things. But that is a bad decision, and there can be and there are major consequences to that. You may be going so fast that you end up hitting another vehicle and killing someone else. That is just an example of a choice that can be presented to you, and it has, and you can have a major consequence. I actually experienced something like that. One time I was going home from somewhere, and I made a terrible decision because I decided to go, I think it was like 70 miles an hour or like 60 miles an hour on a turn where you're supposed to go 35 miles an hour. And the thing about it was I was driving my mother's vehicle, and I lost control, went off the side of the road, went airborne, and totaled my mother's vehicle. Thankfully, I was okay. Nothing happened, which was a miracle, but I totaled my mother's vehicle. So now, and the thing about it is a couple of family members were going somewhere a week before and ended up getting in a car accident with my vehicle. But they drove my vehicle because it was in better condition, because they were going on like a trip out of state. But they got in a car accident, and my car was totaled. So now both cars are totaled, right? But it was because I made a bad decision, and it had a major consequence. Now we are left without vehicles. Now we both have to get in. Now we have to take money off our savings and put a down payment on the car. Now the insurance goes up. All kinds of things it could have been worse. I could have lost my life. Major consequences because of a decision that I made. We all make bad decisions, but I want to encourage you, if you make bad decisions, to hold yourself accountable for it. Because let me tell you something right now, we can only grow and get better if we hold ourselves accountable. Don't blame it on the person to the left and right of you. Oh, well, he did this and he... No. You Hold yourself accountable for your own decisions. That's the only way you will grow. That's the only way you will get better. That's the only way that you will limit bad decisions and how many times you make bad decisions in your future. Is if in the here and now or in the past you have made bad decisions, if you learn from it and grow from it. There's three things, before I finish up this video, there's three things that you can do when you come across a time, or maybe a time you think about in your past, whatever, where you have made a bad decision. One, examine the decision that you made. Examine the decision that you made. Look there and be like, man, I made that decision. You know what? I shouldn't have done that. Examine it. Hone in on it. Like, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, this happened because I made this decision. That happened because and then that leads to the second one. Accept the consequence. When you make a bad decision, the only way you will grow and get better and limit how many bad decisions you make in the future is if you accept the consequence. This is huge. Accept the consequence. Say, you know what? That was my bad. I did that. Honesty. You know what? I did that. That was my bad. I made that choice. I made that decision. You know what? I accept the consequence. And then that leads to the third. Work on doing better. So you know what? I examined my mistake. I realized it was a terrible decision. I used the word mistake, but really it's a decision I'm talking about here. Examine the decision first. Then once you have examined the decision and realized that you made a bad decision and realized that the consequences are so heavy and so major, accept the consequence and be like, you know what? Let me be honest. It was my bad. That was my bad decision. And then from then on out, say, you know what? Let me work on doing better. Holding yourself accountable will get you so far in life. There's so many people that can't get far in life because they continue to blame people to the left and right of them. It's always about somebody else. They never can hold themselves accountable. They never can look at themselves and be like, what decision that I make that now I'm in this terrible decision, or excuse me, I'm suffering this terrible consequence. They can never look at themselves and be like, and that's why they continue to just go down a cycle of just bad decisions because they never can learn from their choices. So please apply this to your life and you will get far. Hold yourself accountable for your own actions. Yeah.